Tank fly, boss walk, jam, nitty gritty. You're listening to the boy from the big bad city. This is Jam Hot. This is Big Brother's Big Mouth.
Shout, the faster we go.
2 riders in 1 car, let me hear you scream!
Oh! I'm Matt Horn.
And I'm James Corden.
Joining us tonight, if laughter is the cure, this man is Dr. Leg. It's Jim Jeffries.
Also with us tonight, we've got ex-Corrie actress Sam Seagar.
And my mates, Britney's children, the studio audience.
Bless them. Bless every single one of them.
We'll be talking to that a little later.
Now, tonight we saw John McCrick hijack the house, and we saw him teaching the housemates tic-tac. We've got some tic-tac especially for him. Let's see if he knows what this means. Just for you, John.
Earlier in the show, we saw Jade relaxing in the bedroom, scrawling on the wall with her lipstick. Bearing in mind this is an ex-child genius with an IQ of 178, let's take a closer look at what she was writing.
It's an all-time low, isn't it? Now, Big Brother purists will know that every year there's some kind of secret room somewhere in the house. Will the housemates find it this year? Unlikely, given that they haven't yet spotted the huge jam jar sunk into the middle of the garden.
Spider-Man kiss.
Yeah? Do you get it? It's the
top bit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now, don't just sit there waiting for your girlfriend to go to bed so you can watch Babecast. Put your phone to better use by phoning us and telling us your thoughts on Big Brother.
Ring us, text us or email us your thoughts and messages via the website. Now, yesterday we saw an intruder in the house. Today, another intruder made his way into the bedroom and into Jay's bed. Yes, folks, it's Liam's ex, the cushion. Let's see how he got on with Jay.
Now, Jay claims that in 5 or 6 years he wants to be working for Marc Jacobs. But just why a promising fashion designer would want to work in the Wakefield branch of Homebase is difficult to fathom. He should probably use his talents to forge a career in tailoring, should he not?
Yeah, Jim, sorry, I think he means Marc Jacobs, the fashion designer.
Oh, right. So, just because you're really trendy, yeah, you're going to make me look stupid in front of everyone. Is that what you do, is it? Is that what it is? No, that's what it is. No, forget it. Forget it.
No, you're quite trendy. I'm just saying...
Forget it.
Hey, where's the love? Come on.
OK, while I try and patch things up with Jim, take a look at this...
You're a prick.
What?
Prick.
Sorry about that. Take a look at this carefully prepared statement from Jay and see if he sheds any light on the subject. Hey, come on.
Oh, my goodness. My name's Jay Wilson, and I'm a fashion designer.
Woo!
I debuted at New York Fashion Week. Banging body.
This is going to sound really bad, but I just know no one's name.
That is so shallow.
No, it's not! Some girls envy me.
Jay is really going to start to piss me off.
I'm fab, man! Go and sit down. Grey is my favourite colour. My room's grey. Do you know Marc Jacobs? I do. Oh my God, I love him. You're a blatant artist. I get such artistic vibes in the room.
Really?
Yeah.
These fucking people are knowing me now.
What would you recommend would be the best thing for me to wear?
I quite like your style. Do you like what you wear?
So uncomfortable.
Oh my God, seriously?
So horrible.
Can I ask you something really personal?
Go on.
Have you slept with Kate Moss?
Well, that is quite personal, isn't it?
There he is. Now, we've decided to call this discussion Agelation or agitation. Looking for answers is like looking for a needle in a J stack. Let's have a debate. Pathetic. Now, Jim.
Yes.
Jay's quite a confident man in there. Does that make it difficult for us to warm to him, or do you like him?
I dislike him, but the reason I dislike him isn't because he's confident. I'm just sick and tired. Every time I see someone who's a fashion designer on TV, they always dress like fucking shit. And then they're telling us what to do. The man can't wear a jumper that fits. It's going over your hand, son. Pull it back a bit.
I like that.
And and also I did enjoy. And the only thing I did like was when he was in the room with Russell Brand, and Russell Brand it said that he may be gay and not to tell anyone. He just went, I can't believe that you're actually. You fucking idiot. Like I think even my sisters shag Russell Brand. You know, like.
It's his sister. He can really. She's not here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Now, Sam, are you a Jay fan?
I'm not either one way or the other. I like the way he kind of stirs things up a lot. He's a right shit stirrer, isn't he?
Yeah, but we need a stir in there, don't we?
That's
Don't
what I
we
mean.
like
He's a
someone
good
to stir it up?
housemate. Yeah, he gets in there and he
Yeah.
sort of, you know, bigs people up and then kind of takes it away with his little backhanded sort of little snidey comments. So he's, yeah, I like him, but sometimes he's a bit, yeah, up his own bum.
I hear. What are we saying out there, Matt? Are they Jay Lords or Jay Bashers?
What are we saying, guys? Do we think that that Jay is in there to win? Does he want to win?
I think he is. I think he is in there to win, but we'll see more from him later on. There's too many people in the house. When people start falling, then we'll get to see the real him, and I think he's got a game plan, and he'll bring that in as well.
I think Jay's out there to win, but purely and quite honestly, I don't think he could design a toilet.
Whoa! He couldn't. Yeah, but he probably couldn't. He's a fashion designer. I couldn't design a toilet. It's just not what I do.
Quite honestly, quite frank, I think he's a poor fashion designer.
Okay.
He's one of the most entertaining in the house, is he not?
Yeah, go for it. Whoa! Take them both. Take them both. Let's go double dragon.
He's the most entertaining in the house. You've got to give him that. I mean, look at him with Russell Brand yesterday. You've got to watch it and kind of go, that's good entertainment.
Yeah.
Everyone agree?
Well, yeah. I mean.
Put your arms down.
Put your arms down.
You're scaring me.
Put your arms down. Keep your gold teeth shut for just a second. Literally a second. Now,
chill, guys, chill.
Now, he's kind of he's one of the housemates that I quite like in Big Brother because he's not kind of someone that I warm to sort of as a person, but I like watching him in the house. Do you agree, or do you not? You know what? Do you like him? Is I guess what I'm asking. I think.
I think he's all right, but I don't know. He's not. He's not dull, but sometimes he's trying to be the peacemaker sometimes. Sure. But
why don't you think he received any nominations?
Because he's a genuine guy. He's not playing to the camera. He's not being bitchy. He's everyone's friend. Everyone likes him. I don't think he has a game plan. And the reason why he hasn't received any nominations yet is because genuinely he's a sweet guy.
Yeah. Well, Jim, is he a sweet guy?
No, he's a horrible man. I've told you this.
He's a snake, isn't he, guys?
Arms down.
Arms down, guys. You're not a school.
Can we get this guy's arms tied
to
down?
raise the arm,
like to his sides.
I mean, I tell you the bit I liked with Jay was when he confronted Victor at the hot tub and said you should probably be nicer to your sister. Does that not show you a different side of him? What about you little lovely? That's a great... Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. What about you?
No. That showed confidence. No one else had the confidence to do that. So, yeah, he's a real guy, man. Give him respect.
They haven't been there very long. Doesn't that just come across as someone who's a bit arrogant?
No, I don't know. Do we think that being on the show is going to harm his credibility as a serious fashion designer? No.
He's going to be the most known fashion designer, you know, a British fashion designer. I can't name you one fashion designer, but after this, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I do know someone, Jay Wilson.
Oh, I love that about you. I do know someone, Jay Wilson.
Thanks, Chimboy. Right, we've got an email here, from Jane Jackson. She says, "Ha ha, Big Brother, your plan has been foiled. You think you can fool us, but we know that Jay is really Leona Lewis." Is that...
Right, can I just say, if that's the best email we got, imagine what the others are like. Like, that just seems just rubbish, wasn't it? I'm not even going to talk about it. Do we want to see Jay in there, lasting the duration? I'm going in between these two dreamboats. What do we think? Do we want to see him in there till the end?
Of course we do.
Do we want to see him in there till the end?
Of course we do. You either love him or you hate him, but I love him at the moment.
He's like a fashion designer Marmite.
OK. Guys, we've got some unseen footage right now. Squeeze the shit out of it.
How you doing, Sugar? Good?
Joey's getting excited.
Don't touch me. I said don't touch me. I said don't touch me.
Alright, fine.
Norman.
Damn, boy.
Jeremy giving it a little touch of the fingernails.
Liam and Jay in the back. What do we think about that? What's going on there? Liam and Jay in the back. What's going on there?
Oh, that's gay. I don't really get down like that.
Right, let's not talk about that. OK, right, there's nothing wrong with that, boy. I'll show you later. Now, this lot have had their say on who they want strung up before the press like some kind of paediatrician. But if you've seen some criminal behaviour, please do tell someone.
Now, in honour of the stir that was created today in the house with the phone call to Victor's mum, we're going to play a game of Chinese whispers while you listen to some recorded phone messages we've intercepted. It's the mouthpiece.
And for those of you wishing to travel to China in the near future, here's some information about visas, etc. Just believe the hype.
OK.
Up until tonight, I thought Amelia was the real deal. Unfortunately, she's proved herself to be nothing more than a flawed diamond, and I think she'll go now. I think her brother will go first, and then she'll be after him.
I've loved Hijack so far. Brandy, it's got to be my fave. What a legend. Can I just say, what the hell is going on with Victor? What a twat. I am praying he goes on Friday. Get him out!
I want to talk about Amy. I think she's brilliant. She's the only person who's told the guys, the sort of chauvinistic ones, just to shut up, basically. I think she's pretty funny as well, and she's pretty fit. But other than that, I think she's awesome.
Hey, this is Ellie from Barnsley, and I don't think Jeremy should go this week, and I think that Victor should go because I don't like him, he's an arrogant beep. And also, I'm in with him because I think Matt Horn is thick. Yay!
Right there, go on.
Absolutely disgusting.
OK, ad lovers, I know it's been nearly 15 minutes since your last fix, so get out your tinfoil, put a belt around your arm and mainline this shit. Before you do, listen to Tom Hanks.
In a hijack situation, should you always comply with the hijacker's demands?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear a word you said.
Welcome back. Still with us tonight, we've got Jem Jeffries and Sam Seagar. And this lot are lubed up and ready to go.
Now, me and James were pretty impressed with the chat-up lines the boys were trying out today, so we decided to try our luck with the girls from the BBLB audience, who were notoriously easy.
Slags. Yeah, that's recording. Yeah.
OK.
Wait, hang on, wait. OK, go.
We're at Elstrie's busiest bar. This is the best we could do. We're going to try out some of these chat-up lines and some of the hot chicks in here. Let's go.
You look really cool.
Thanks. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Matt Horn.
Hi.
From the telly, Catherine Tate Show. For me, when I look at you, you're like a beautiful cake. I want to eat you, but very sensitively.
I'm the oldest here.
Is your dad a mechanic? Because you just made my nuts tighten.
Funny enough, he is.
Really?
Random.
They're really tight, my nuts.
I think that way is the toilet.
Oh, is that a knockoff? Is that a bad line?
You know the sky?
It's blue.
Well, I'm talking about when it's white. You fall from there like an angel. I love you.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing later?
Are you asking?
Yep.
I'm free.
Oh, so does that mean the line works?
That's a winner.
Does that mean the line works? That's amazing.
Hang on, let me see if I can double up.
OK.
Hey! Listen, baby, if you were a burger, you'd be a McGorgeous.
Get out.
Probably switch that off now.
Are you all right?
No.
You're all right. No. Matt, don't take it too... Matt, they're not your lines.
Now, me and James were out for dinner last night with Robbie Savage and his partner John Leslie. The hot topic of debate was who shot Biggie Smalls. We ummed and we ahed, and we thought, what better way to resolve this than to ask our fellow diners. But because we were in an entirely black room, we couldn't see anything. Then Leslie went, don't worry, chaps, I've got a night vision camera for shit like this. This is what he came back with.
Who do I think people will vote for? Because if I vote for them, that means there's more chance that I won't get voted for.
I mean, I won't be up for eviction, so you can do that.
I think he's very competitive and I think he wants to win.
It sounds like he's got a sensible strategy for doing that.
It's just bollocks.
It just makes my skin crawl.
I don't like being in a house. I don't hate it, but it's not something I like. At the moment, I'm not happy, but I should get better.
Okay. Oh, I just want to cuddle him and bring him home. He sounds very sad.
Man's walking an emotional tightrope.
It sounds like a bit of a wuss, which is going.
Sorry, Victor, doesn't wash with me.
I think someone needs to be beautiful on the inside and out.
As long as that's coming from the heart, then that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
If she thinks it's so important to be an intelligent woman and her beauty is on the inside, why she spend so much time flaunting everything she's got physically?
Beauty isn't on the inside for her. No, definitely on the outside. False nails, blonde, big lips, big boobs.
Victor, Jeremy and Jade find themselves up for eviction. In terms of the Big Brother state pen, they're on death row. Other inmates include John, who runs the place and is in with the screws, Jeremy, who's very much the white-collar criminal, but whatever you do, if you find yourself alone in the shower with Liam, be afraid. Be very, very afraid. Matt.
OK, well, we've called this discussion Two Guys, One Girl, not in a mucky way. It's eviction time. Sega Mega Drive, how are we doing?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
So, eviction time. Who do you want? Who do you think should go?
Well, I think Victor should go because, you know, some of his behaviour this week has not been very nice at all.
Towards everyone, or is there anyone in particular?
Particularly towards a couple of the girls, in particular Jade. Yeah,
Show your boots, boy.
He kind of redeemed himself a little bit tonight, but that wasn't his choice, was it? That was all kind of through John McCririck. So it's like, I think he should go.
And him teaming up with Jeremy, there seems to be a bit of a partnership involving. Is that going to work in his favour, do you think, in terms of the eviction?
Well, I think if you get them two split up, it'll give Jeremy a bit more of a chance to sort of be himself. And also, if you take Victor out, we'll see what happens to Amelia, because she might sort of develop a bit more of a persona, because she seems really controlled by him. And so we'll see what happens with her.
Do you think that that'll give Jeremy more of a chance with Amelia there?
Well, I don't really mind if he has a go at Amelia. If he wants.
Would you like to, Jim?
Again?
Mate, incredible stuff.
Right, I reckon...
Who should go, Jim? Who's got to go?
I reckon... Well, I see it's between Jade and Victor, and I'm probably going to say Victor, and I don't mind that he's mean to his sister. It's his sister, right? But what I really don't like is I don't like circus folk. They're always freakish circus people. He's always going on about travelling the world and being able to stretch his leg. I could bloody stretch me leg around me head if I was doing it from the age of fucking 6. I just didn't want to.
Let's do it later, JJ. What are they saying over there?
What has Jade done wrong, other than just be quite nice and happy?
She ain't done nothing wrong. I absolutely love the way she's been. She's pissing everyone off by being lovey-dovey, jumping up and down, being happy, and the way she's doing is carry on. Who's that bubbly first thing in the morning? It's just not natural.
Well,
it's all right.
If you think... OK, well, here's someone who might be able to tell us differently. On the phone, we have the official Miss England. The official Miss England, can you believe that? Her name is Georgia Horsley. Hi, Georgia, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Georgia.
How are you?
How's things?
Everything's brilliant, thank you, yeah.
Now, you know Jade, right? Because she came second to you in the official Miss England.
She came third to me in Miss England.
Third? Oh! Now, because she keeps saying she's a runner-up.
Yeah.
Which I guess she was.
Of sorts.
Of sorts. How do you think she's doing in the house? Are we seeing the real her?
Yeah, she was very, very hyperactive at the finals. That's exactly how she was, so she's not really putting on a front there, I don't think.
How do you think you would have coped in there, Georgia? You sound lovely.
I would have really enjoyed being in there. I think it is a difficult situation to be in, but I think all the housemates are coping so well.
Yeah, it's certainly a tricky position to be in. Why don't you come down here next week?
Let me come down there, yeah, please.
Yeah? Well, with your boyfriend or on your own?
I'll come on my own.
Oh, Georgia! Thank you so much for Now, what do we think about Jeremy? How do we feel about him? Let's talk to this little dreamboat. Because I thought it was quite a surprise nomination, because people kept saying how funny he was, how nice he was. What do you think?
To be fair, I thought he came across really, really well, but obviously not living with him, I couldn't judge that much. But obviously, being up for nomination, he must be doing something wrong. Personally, I think Jade should go. Just because someone who's apparently meant to have such a big, high IQ, she's not coming across that intelligent. Anyone else agree?
Yeah. Whoa. Would anybody like to see Jeremy go? Why's that?
I think he's putting a right front on at the end of the day. If you see Jade, she's really lovely, bubbly girl. She's being herself. Jeremy, get out the door. No, get out the door. Don't want to see him again.
Jeremy might be being himself, Jade might not be.
No.
No, you don't know that.
I think the circus is leaving town.
Can anyone truly be themselves in there under that pressure? Sam, what do you think?
I don't know, it's really hard. I mean, I think they're all coping really, really well in there. Considering, you know, you've got sort of 24-hour scrutiny on you, I think pretty much they're all coping with it really, really well.
Yeah? So, who do you think, let's just have a little shout out now, who would we like to see go? A lot of shouts of Victor in there. A show of hands, Victor.
I'm changing my vote.
Show of hands, Jade. Show of hands, Jeremy. Whoa. Whoa. Almost
I did not expect that.
Split down there. Jeffries, who do you want out?
I'll change my vote. I'm going for Jade now. Get her out.
Okay.
The thing is, I only just found out then she has a high IQ, and she was going on in the room about Victor's misogynistic and all this type of stuff and is nasty to women. You're a beauty queen. You're a beauty queen. The most archaic.
Thank you for that, Jim. Now, that's
pretty
all
much
from
all
us tonight. We've just got to say a big thanks to Jim Jeffries and Sam Seagar.
Right, new lots go up with a filter on the way. It's the studio audience.
We'll be back tomorrow at 10:30. Join Dermot for BBLB at 7. Don't have nightmares. We're going to be right here. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Jade, Jeremy and Victor face eviction from the Big Brother house. Who goes? You decide.
To evict Jade, call 09011 21 22 05. To evict Jeremy, call 09011 21 22 07. To evict Victor, call 09011 21 22 12.
At least 10p from each call will be donated to charity, details of which can be found at channel4.com/Big Brother.